What an interesting sprint race just now. Let's do a debrief on what just happened with that downpour of a mess, but a good mess. First of all, congratulations, McLaren. P1, P2, top of the steps once again, and a McLaren dominating the constructors once again. I believe now the lead for the World Championships has also dropped back to Lando Norris, so let's see what qualifying does for the McLaren team and what's happening in terms of who's getting P1, P2. Might not be them, but let's fingers crossed. Let's hope it's them. So kudos to McLaren. What a race. Interesting thing though, I don't know what's with like Lando and safety cars in Miami, but yeah. Anyways, a safety car came out, but what brought that safety car was unfortunately Alonso's crash with, I think he clipped Lawson or Lawson hit him, or either one, but Lawson should have backed out from that situation. But Alonso spun, crashed his car. Fingers crossed Aston Martin could fix it, because that seems like a very extensive crash. Thank God Alonso's okay. So that's what happened with the whole safety car issue. So second time in a row when Oscar pitted, Lando got a safety car, so very well done to, I guess, Lando's luck. So hopefully that luck brings him to the next race, which is Sunday. Can we talk about an 18-year-old getting pole position for the F1 history books? Because a freaking 18-year-old surpassed all of history in Formula One as the youngest ever pole sitter. So kudos to Kimi. Unfortunate race start for him, but I believe he has a lot to learn. It's just the first few races of the year, so I believe when it comes to the European race, something will tick and he'll be fine. Because I feel like he's driven more European circuits than international circuits, so we've got to give him that. He still has to learn. He's still learning. He's still a rookie, so very well done to him. Ooh, can we talk about Ferrari? How they have coined something, what Mercedes coined, like what fans coined George as Mr. Saturday for qualifying. We now have Mr. Sprint, which is Sir Lewis Hamilton, because that man has been winning sprints. Well, I mean, this is the second sprint of the year, but the man won in Shanghai, and now he seems to get a P3 in the sprint here in Miami. So I think the sprint has a good juju around with him. So that's that. Very good call for the tire strategy for him, which ended up getting him P3. Unfortunate for Charles, though. He hit the wall on his outlap, but what happened was the rain, like that really big gush of rain, like happened directly when he was doing that one outlap, so that caused him to spin, because when Ferrari let him out, they were thinking the rain would like slow down, so the tires were not up to like the warm temperature, so that's why it caused him to spin. Really unfortunate for Charles. Let's hope that Ferrari can get his car fixed before the qualifying race later today. A lot of drivers said they couldn't see. Max couldn't see. Liam couldn't see. Max even got a 10-second penalty for unsafe release. I don't know what's happening in the Red Bull garage. My drums are completely off. But yeah, unsafe release for Max that cost him a 10-second penalty. So he hit Kimi, got his front wing damaged, but yeah, 10-second penalty for Red Bull. And at the end of the race, you could see Red Bull clearly really angry and not satisfied. I feel like some internal conflicts inside that's happening right now, but I'm not one to speculate. So unfortunate for Red Bull, unfortunate for Max for 10-second penalty, but congratulations to Max for the little baby girl, Lily. Him and Kelly has had a kid, so congrats to Max. What else happened in the race? Ooh, can we talk about the Williams? The whole situation with Carlos Sainz, clipping the wall, spinning, and, parts going out on the tires, the tree just go for that. Yeah. Can someone tell me if that thing is considered unsafe? As, I've known histories where driver ended up driving into the pits because the car was so drivable. But does he get a penalty for it? Because technically it's unsafe. Debris was flying everywhere. His tires were not literally on. I know Sebastian Vettel drove his car with still, the tire on the rim and stuff like that, right? So, but Carlos managed to get into pits, which is a good thing. And he got his tire switched and he was out in the race again. A lot of people also had grid slot issues where they were slotting into grid when after the red flag of the heavy rain came down, they came back into pits and then they went through a starting lap again. Yeah, I heard that I think Behrman got it and then Nico got it and then Max got it. So Max didn't get a penalty for it because it was investigated early. I have no idea what happened to Nico and quali, so hopefully nothing comes out for that, because they were saying that their tires like touched the line. So I don't know what's the outcome yet. I haven't checked. But anyways, that was one eventful sprint race, and I know this debrief is long, so hopefully you're listening it in 2 times speed. But anyways, on to the main race qualifying. But first, F1 Academy race 1.